handoff as they run the counter play. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Second down following the run.
Here we go now.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here we go.
In motion left is Baldwin. They run the counter now on 1st down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. And the wideout in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll set up a throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Sets up the screen to Forte. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go. Red 38.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl.
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dez Bryant, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Here we go.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short
Let's
game.
go. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
Bryant, the man in motion right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Here we go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now let's go. Blue,
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Here we go. Leopard! 319! 319! Leopard!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now let's go. Green, 39! Green, 39! Back to that Philly. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Set. Blue, landing.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's gonna go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
No. Check. Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. Back to Leopard! Leopard! 319! 319!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Ohio, flex round, flex. Here we go. What?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone.
Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now a handoff looking right. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake here on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
They go play action here.